started, I want to get up God, all praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well, and peace and safety to all the Akim pushing out this truth around the four corners of the world. Yeah, I had found an article, and um, just it kind of pissed me off because Esau, the so-called white man, really doesn't give a fuck about anybody or anything. That's including animals, plants, you know. And once I seen this article, I just had to do a lesson on it, you know. And I'm read a bit up on it. And it's from Forbes.com. It says, yet another dead whale is grave reminder of our massive plastic problem. It says a sperm whale was found washed ashore dead after swallowing 64 pounds of plastic debris. 64 pounds, and a whale is a massive animal. So 64 pounds of debris killed this massive animal in his own natural habitat, and it's all because of the so-called white man, Esau, you know, and it's all because Esau, everything that they do is adverse to the scriptures, you know. I'm gonna keep reading. It says the male sperm was found on the Murcian coast in southern Spain in late February, reminding us how critical plastic waste in the oceans has become. Yes, and it's all because of Esau. The scriptures speak about the earth being defiled under the wicked. You know, and if you and because Esau is getting all the whale eats shrimp, crab, lobster, and because Esau is getting all of it out the ocean, the whale is trying to find a substitute, and as you can see, I'm gonna try to zoom in a little. He tried to find a substitute, which was all the trash and debris that they're dumping in the ocean. Just Esau is just way off, man. They don't have a care for anything. It says, I think it was a clip on it. I'm gonna play that clip, so I wouldn't have to read the article.
Spain is believed to have died due to the large amount of plastic it had ingested. Local authorities have determined the cause of death to be gastric shock after an autopsy revealed that its system contained 64 pounds of plastic waste, including bags and pieces of nets. As a result, officials in Spain and two European organizations have joined together to raise awareness about the dangers of plastic in the ocean, an amount which has been estimated to reach 19 billion pounds a year. The approximately 33-foot-long animal carcass was found washed up on a beach in February.
Yeah, so you pretty much get the gist of what happened, and this is just one occasion that's been noted or reported. There's many of different incidents of this happening. And I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures dealing with that. I'm gonna start off with Proverbs 12:10. It says, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast." So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah put these animals on the earth for a specific reason. And the so-called white man has just interrupted and got in the way of nature. Meddling in business that you have nothing to do with. It says a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast. So we're supposed to take care of our animals. We're not supposed to dump dumpster trash in oceans where animals eat. It says, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. That's right. Esau doesn't give a fuck about those animals, man. They're just looking are trying to find ways to make more money and to be more wicked. You know, and me being I like animals. You know, but me being in the flesh, I know that the Lord took because we once had dominion over animals, but the Lord took that away from us. You know, so like yeah, so the so-called white man just doesn't have any regards for anything. You know, if you look up how the whale eat, he filters. He opens his mouth wide, and he filters the food that he eat. You know, but it was so much fucking trash in the ocean that he couldn't even filter it. You know, and that's off, man. So-called white man is just a nasty fucking I don't even know the word for him. He just nasty, man. You know, everywhere you go it stink. You know, you got zoos. You got animals in captivity. You know, have a zoo is off, man. You know, you got lions in there, 100 pounds underweight, in a 50-yard cage. Man, that ain't enough space for those animals, man. But like I said, the so-called white man is just so what's the word I'm looking for? He just loves he just find any way. Basically, he doesn't have any order. He all he wants to do is just find a way to make money. You know. And I'm gonna get another scripture. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 5. It says, "The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof." Yeah, the earth is defiled under the so-called white man. You know, the animals are mourning, the plants are mourning, the trees mourning. We are mourning. I'm mourning right now. You know, it says because they have transgressed the laws. So-called white man doesn't care about any law but the ones that he made up for his own liking. You know, he doesn't care about what the scriptures say. He's totally adverse to the scriptures. You know, and that's why we see stuff like this happening everywhere. You know, and this was, I believe, was in Spain. You know, so you imagine what's going on in America. You know, it says, and they that dwell there, Salaki, it says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. You know, it says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. Yeah, and that curse is the so-called white man. That they devoured the earth. You know, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Yeah, so the Most High is going to send that fire over here and burn it up. Because you already didn't destroyed it, you know. And before that happened, you know, the men of the Lord and some of these animals is going to get some payback on you, you know. And I'm gonna get that scripture too. Salaki. This is Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and bear met him." Yeah, so these animals is gonna get payback on you so-called white men and you 2/3, because you 2/3 be going off too, and you heathen nations. You know, 2/3 want a dog fight. You know, You supposed to care for your animals, man. All Jake want to do is get a pit bull and lock him up in a cage and feed him fucking hot sauce. You know? And these animals is gonna get revenge on you, whether it be your own pet. You know what I'm saying? And it says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on a wall and a serpent bit him. You know? So these animals is gonna get payback, and in the kingdom, once we make it to the kingdom, they're gonna be in their righteous state. You know? The animals are gonna live righteously. So just in the kingdom, you know. If I can find that scripture, it's, it's a lot. It's a lot. I can't find it, but yeah, once we make it to the kingdom, man, the animals is going to be in their righteous state. You know that they're not going to be fighting with one another. You won't see a fucking a liger, you know, because the scriptures speak about animals likening to their own kind. You know, Esau just developing all types of weird ass animals. You don't know what it is. You see a hornet and a bumblebee. Like, what the fuck is that? You know, and it's all under Esau's rule. You know. Yeah. So I didn't have too much. I just wanted to do a little quick lesson on this topic. You know, and I hope you were edified. Until next time, shalom.